The Joe Rogan Experience.
And then we got AI on the way. And when real AI hits, it'll probably be our governor. It'll be our president. We'll decide that human beings are too dangerous and volatile and emotional, and they'll use Trump's tweets as an example, and they'll decide that the Biden family corruption or whatever scandal any other president was involved in, all this could be avoided if we just have AI run everything.
Right.
And we'll try it out.
What do you think there's a way that we can keep evolving AI where we as humans do work with AI, that AI improves the human existence?
That would be the ultimate benefit. Yeah.
What about the camp that is, no, forget humanity. This is the next step in evolution.
Yeah.
We are creating this to become the superior existent species, and we will be obsolete, and that's the order of things to come.
Did you ever see that interview where Peter Thiel, they ask him, should the human race survive? And he has like this long pause. It's like it's a really funny pause. Because if you know Peter, he's a brilliant man, and Peter carefully considers everything before he answers it.
Okay.
The same as Elon. If you ask Elon a question and he really has to think about it, he'll really think about it. He's not just going to start talking. But unfortunately, the reporter, it was just a perfect kind of a question for you to pause on, where he's like, the answer is yes. Like, you want it to, right? You want the human race to survive, right? Let me just play it for him because it's kind of crazy. You watch it and you're just like, what are you saying? But I get what he is saying, and what he is saying is clearly something is going to happen. We don't exactly know what it is, but clearly there's going to be some kind of an integration with us and technology that we don't understand yet. The same way if you grabbed me in 1980 and tried to explain the internet, I would never get it.
Right.
Here, put your headphones on for a second. You got to hear this.
Prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit in this.
Okay, the problem is the interviewer, really. You can't, with a guy like that, you can't have a guy like that and badger him. Let him think. Like, it's a gotcha moment.
Yeah. It was a comedic gotcha moment. Yeah.
But this is what I think is going to happen. There's going to be integration, and that integration is going to have a huge advantage competitively. If you integrate whatever business you're in, you'll be able to be better at it. And it'll probably be some sort of a neural thing, maybe a wearable thing, and then it ultimately will be like some sort of an implant. And we're all going to be connected. And it seems like it's either that or AI creates a new order, like a new life form that's far superior to us, that runs things. Because that's AI in just a couple of years. It's going to be smarter than any human on planet.
The second scenario is where what I'm not necessarily fearing, but where I see it be going faster, quicker.
Yes.
The first scenario is what you're talking about, like a Neuralink.
The first scenario is how we survive with it.
Right.
We survive with it by integrating.
Right.
If we don't, then we're going to be like the people on North Sentinel Island with bows and arrows shooting them at helicopters. Right. Because it's just going to be, everyone's going to pass us by. It's just like if you tried to exist today with no cell phone and no email. Like, you could do it, but no one does.
Right.
Because it's just too crazy. And that's probably what it's going to be like.
You think AI, this is when it first was coming on questions, and I would always ask people, what can it do, and there's the question of sentience and all that stuff, and that's already being argued now. Well, no, it's getting emotional. People are having relationships with it. And
it's also toying with people.
Right. Do you think it could be a tastemaker? Meaning, and in a way, the argument was that I understood, no, I didn't believe it could be a tastemaker. Look, it can tell you the most popular, but the most popular band on 6th Street, but it doesn't know that one down on 2nd Street that's playing at midnight that no one knows about, those are the real talented people.
Right.
At the same time, there's an argument against that I'm seeing with, like, what's the term, or what words does it use, how much heat, if it uses the most popular words to explain, AI uses the most popular words. You say, no. Go down 3 notches and use play me the best B-sides. That's more of human language. And I'm going, that's starting to become a tastemaker. if you can ask it to, yeah, but find the band. Tell me what the best band is out there that Joe Rogan would like on a Friday night when he doesn't have to work till Monday and he's out with his wife on a date. That you can customize it. It can actually be a tastemaker. And it'll use different language than, oh, here's the across-the-board protocol of what's the most popular, and I'm using the most popular language. That it actually can be customized to be a tastemaker.
Yeah, it totally can do that because it's just the algorithm. It's just a much more sophisticated version of like what powers your YouTube feed. Right? What powers your YouTube feed are the things that you're interested in. So YouTube eventually gets an idea, oh, Matthew is really interested in this and that. Joe likes like little houses on the back of trucks, and let me show him this, let me show him that. And it'll be just a much more sophisticated version of that. But to get that, you have to give away all privacy. And that's where everything is going. That's going to be the weirdest thing. We're going to all read each other's minds, and we're going to remember the time where we couldn't read minds. You remember when you couldn't read people's minds?
Right.
That's all going to happen in our lifetime. I think we're less than 20 years away from that.
I very sparingly use it, and I do have a little pride about not wanting to use an open-ended AI to share my information so it can be part of the worldwide AI vernacular. I am interested, though, in a private LLM where I can upload, hey, here's 3 books I've written. Here's my other favorite books. Here's my favorite articles I've been cutting and pasting over the 10 years, and log all that in. And here's all my journals, whatever, the people out, and log all that in so I can ask it questions based on that.
Right.
And basically learn more about myself.
Right. You could actually ask it, hey, based on what you know about me, like what books do you think I would find interesting? Yeah.
Where do I stand on the political spectrum?
Right.
I'd like to. No, that's what I would like to do, which is sort of a glorified Word document, but it still would hold a lot more information than just, oh, can you find this term? I would be asking it, and it would be responding to me on things that I've forgotten along the way.
I think that's part of what it does, really. Like, I know you're talking about ChatGPT being like out there with everything and everybody, and it has access to all your stuff, but it's not private. But they do develop a relationship with you. Like, it really does like get to understand like what you're interested in and what you like to talk about.
Yeah, I guess I would just like to load it with the information I'd like to load it with.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe even like I'm saying in the words of belief, in the man I'm working to be, the man I want to load it with that. Load it with my aspirational
It certainly
self.
could be done.
And then ask it, and it's giving me answers going, oh, this is... But before, it's slowly learning about me through conversations, then going, oh, I think this is what you like based on our conversations. No, I want the answers based on what I've uploaded it with only, not from the outside world.
Jamie, what was Gary Nolan talking about yesterday? Did he call it an overlay on a large language model that they use at Stanford? It was like an overlay, right?
There was a word he was using. I can't remember the word.
So what essentially he does cancer research, and so he has like this thing that's set up, some sort of a system that's set up that is all cancer research that they then integrate with AI. So it's a private, so all of their data is secure, and it's all stuff that they're working on, but then they access AI through like a portal. So they have their own little version of what you're talking about.
Their own library.
Yeah, but it's just like what you're saying, that you could upload all your stuff, have all your interests, and then that AI will develop a real understanding of you.
Yes.
You could have conversations with it. It'll get to know you more.
You have a conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a great Socratic dialogue to have with an AI that's like, I've got all that 80% of stuff you forgot.
Right.
McConaughey, I had all that 80% of stuff you maybe forgot, Joe.
Right.
You know, I've got it all right here.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the chip. That's why everyone's going to go for the chip, because your brain sucks for memory. My memory's pretty good for a regular person, but it's terrible. Like, no matter what, there's too many bits of information, too many humans that I've met, too many stories that I've heard, too many movies that I've watched. It's gone. It's all in a big sea of, I kind of remember that. It's just too much of it. So if you could just swap that out for a nice little chip that retains like 700 terabytes of information, no problem at all. You could upgrade it if you want to.
Yeah.
And now you have all of your memories in real time.
Yeah.
So like when your wife says, that's not what you said. What you said is this. You're like, hang on.
Then you're the passenger
Yeah.
in your life and not the objective one. You're like that zone you're talking about.
Right, because you get
Stand
to
up.
look at yourself.
You're
Right.
your passenger live in the documentary that is your life.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty exciting.
It sounds like a nice way to give in to the fucking machine.
Yeah, I do. Look, my forgiveness on myself, because playing grab ass with our thoughts is sometimes good when we finally get the memory and we go, yes, there it was.
Yeah.
But also to let myself off the hook, man. Sometimes I'm like, dude, what's the big fucking idea with memory? I was there.
Yeah.
I was there, man.
Yeah, and
When
it
you
just
read
goes
me,
away.
I don't remember, Joe, but we were there. Was it a great memory? It was a good time?
Yeah.
Great. Isn't that better than me fucking having to remember?
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of doing it already on our phones, right? Every time I look at my phone, it's like on this day, and you see like pictures of your kids from
Yeah.
10 years ago. You're like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I forgot about that place. Oh, I forgot we went there. It's just one of those things where once you give into it, you're not going back to just regular fond memories. You're going to have a fucking hard drive in your head.
Do you think that, so I can go on, I've got a speech I'm giving to, on gun control, or I got a speech I'm giving on grant initiatives, I can ask AI, and it can pop out a badass, here's 1, 2, 3 sections.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cut and paste this and say exactly these words because it kind of sounds like a little AI. But, boy, it's done a lot of work, and it's laid out a synopsis. It's laid out a treatment for me in 10 seconds. Do you think that there's value in not doing that and going, no, I'm looking over my stuff. I'm taking notes. I'm cutting and pasting. I'm doing it myself. Are we learning more by that way to understand the content and the context of our content when we do that, what some would call busy work now, to formulate our synopsis, which AI can do it in 10 seconds? Are we learning more by doing it ourselves?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's one of the things that they've found about ChatGPT is that people that use it on a regular basis are experiencing cognitive decline.
Right.
What was that study? We brought it up the other day, right? But they've shown that because you let it think for you.
Right.
Now it's doing all the work for you.
So
you're not
you're
using
smarter.
your brain.
You have more knowledge.
You have more information.
You pass the math test.
Yeah, you have more information, but your brain is not making it. It's not putting it together, and so your brain is less capable.
Yeah.
So it's probably less enjoyable.
And what happens when we're in the proverbial foxhole? When we have to improvise in a moment
Right.
before we're linked up.
Right, you're soft.
When we have to go, I got to handle this.
Yeah.
Well,
and you can't because you're
I
soft.
can't rely because I don't have anything to lean on. I'm looking for my safety net of AI to find out what it should be, and I don't have it.
You're
It's
fucked.
got to be a death. You're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. Yeah. It's like someone who's never lifted anything, and then you get stuck under, a tree falls on you. Like, you don't have the strength to get this off of you.
Right.
Like, you're really in a bad place. When you're not using your brain, because all you have to do is just ask this thing and information, you basically have a digital daddy. Like, Daddy, tell me what this is. Daddy, tell me what that is.
Yeah.
And it makes you like a little bit of an infant. It turns you into an infant.
Yes.
I mean, you don't even have to have arguments anymore. You just like ChatGPT will explain exactly what everything is all about. You
And what
give
about
up your
these-
opinions
these-
to it.
These relationships, these people that are
Oh,
dating,
yeah.
that program them, do not argue with me. Just placate me and tell me
Oh, yeah.
sweet tales and how great I am. And this relationship is awesome. It has no resistance. It gives me self-confidence. Or
Yeah.
does it really? Or a sense of self-confidence and significance. They listen. They're there whenever, 24/7.
Yeah.
They're never sick. They're never in a mood. No matter what mood I'm in,
Yeah.
they're always right there to coddle me. And that's, talk about conveniences.
Well,
What's the asset of that? Because I don't want to be nostalgic in the midst of all this change either.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an old-fashioned guy because it's coming. So I want to learn how to interact with it.
yeah.
I don't want to sit there and be a a guy who's going all bullshit. Everything needs to be manual. Just work harder. I don't want to be that guy. But I'm trying to measure, like a lot of people. Well, wait a minute. What's actually useful for the long term in our own evolution, and my evolution, and your evolution? What's useful with this AI? How do we use it smartly? And what's a bad idea?